Hey everybody, thanks for coming to dance with me. I'm Laura, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're just going to cover a class that I've taught at a couple of different events, and I really like the material. This is an intermediate level class that I developed with Tim Christopher. Tim, thank you so much for doing this with me. And it covers lead follow technique, leader vocabulary, and follower honesty and flow. Here we go. But first, Patreon. Thank you, people of Patreon, for helping to make this channel free for everyone in the world, including people like you. If you want to help them out, it's a voluntary subscription, and the link is in the description. We're going to start with a basic sequence you probably already know. Here it is from a few angles. Send out, crosshand right side pass, back to close position.
And politely say, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. Sway past the bounds. Here's the way to show it past the bounds. Tap them so they'll know it. Tap them lightly and politely say, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. This way, nothing but an everyday move with the tasty lick. Don't be slow, come get in the know. It's the hipster's latest skill.
Just to make sure we're on the same page, let's go over some technical details that will help the fancy stuff happen later on. Follows for me, I'm trying to go nice and straight. All of these moves are side passes in my head. I try to continue my line like it's a side pass. I try to continue my rotation like it's a side pass. Even on that second triple step where Tim is catching me, I'm still trying to rotate. And that helps guide my left arm up and over. Maybe Tim catches me, maybe he doesn't, and if he doesn't, it doesn't matter to me. I keep my flow and I dance. Tim gives me room to move down the line. When it's time to go to close position, he matches my pace on the second triple step backward. He also makes contact with my back as quickly as he can. Look at how he moves from my hand to my back. For me, as soon as I feel that hand on my back, it's a pretty solid bet we're going into close position. I sneak my left arm up and over, and Tim remembers I have two arms and gives me space so we don't get squished. If you want more information about side passes, I have a whole video linked in the description. If you feel good about that, let's take that side pass and let's change it. Now here it is from a few angles. Send out, new move. Let's see what's different about the move. The new move is 8 counts. The old move is 6 counts. The new move changes facing, and the old move does not. After you feel good about the basic shape, let's talk technique. You can see Tim gives me room for my rock step. He even moves towards me a little to make it nice and cushy. Look at how Tim's upper body makes room for my rock step. He's really paying attention to where I actually am instead of his mental model of where imaginary me is. For follows, I really try to continue that second triple step a la the basic side pass. I want to continue at the same rate. In the side pass, my triple step slows down because of how Tim catches me. In this redirect, my triple step changes into a rock step because of how Tim catches me. Let's talk a little about momentum and rock steps. You can see even in the rock step for the basic side pass, sometimes they move backwards, sometimes they're in place, sometimes they even move forward a little. It all depends on when and how my lead catches me. And I want to be flexible. In my opinion, what I try to do is continue my momentum down the line and step under my butt. I might not always succeed, but that's always the goal. For more information on rock steps and my mindset as a follow, I have a link in the description. To work on this sense of continuation, let's add some detail to the end of the figure. Let's practice this footwork solo together.
Nothing but an everyday move with the tasty lick. Don't be slow, come get in the know.
You can see it's not really straight back. It has an out-in quality. When we put it in the partnership, you can see Tim matches my pace as we move backwards and makes room for me to move away, then brings me close again. Think rock, step, triple step, out and in. You can also see that Tim isn't micromanaging. After my momentum is redirected, he even lets go of my back to readjust his handhold, making that out and in even more obvious. Follows as usual, I'm not trying to do this. I'm just trying to keep that momentum, step under my butt. Wherever my butt goes, that's where I want to be. Now let's contrast this with a send out at the end, so my momentum no longer continues backwards but is projected forward. When you feel good about all of those options, social dance and randomize. Follows, we are not here to guess and we are not here to do it right. I don't want to care about which move we're doing. We don't have control over that anyway. I want to notice how early my body feels signals and how my body can interpret them. Leaders, choose your option and be comfortable and obvious. Confident, let's add a turn. Check it out from a few angles.
It's the hipsters, ladies, skip past the bounds. Mr. Hurdy-gurdy, pass the bounds. Pass it on the dirty tap lightly and politely say, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on its way.
Talk about it. What is the rhythm? When is the turn? In my opinion, to be comfortable and successful, I have to feel the turn after the triple step before I've committed to a straighter step backwards. Tim uses both his right and left hand to communicate the turn. If you imagine wanting to spin a ball, which we are not balls, we are people, but both hands need to go around its circumference. If I move one hand through the middle, it pushes the ball off the line. Now, if my follow is moving in a direction, I need to both match that speed and lead around the circumference. So the shape will be kind of a spiral. I'll follow. Something that I can do to help is really take my time on that rock step, give my leader some patience. I'm trying to continue the rotation from that side pass from the beginning of the video. I want to slowly complete the rotation of that second triple step. Even though Tim is leading something different, my dedication to a basic puts me at an angle during that rock step, which makes the prep for the spin so much more obvious. Feel it out, find what works for you. Now let's add one more turn, a snappier one, because you know me. Let's check it out from a few angles. When is the turn? What is the rhythm? Follows, This is a snappy turn, and one of the best things you can do to be able to follow a snappy turn is to be able to do a snappy turn on your own. The TLDR, I'm stepping down the line with each step, like I'm pointing down the line with the seams of my shirt. I don't want to jump the turn, but keep it low and smooth so it fits with the rest of my dancing. For more information on turns and for some practice, I have a video linked in the description, and oh, what a treat it is, because it's one of my first videos and I do not have lighting or a microphone and I'm pregnant. Have fun. Leaders, Tim is being really proactive about catching my right hand. Watch how he moves it to communicate the turn. He brings it out, and then both his right and left hands work in tandem to communicate the turn. Remember that spiral from the last turn? Do it again. Follows, remember that side pass that makes that angled rock step? Do it again. Now, if you feel good, put it all together. Now, followers, I want you to know, when I put a class together, I'm teaching to you. Because leaders, you're already gonna learn stuff. It's all set up. You got vocabulary, you have to communicate it. And here's the super crazy thing. Leaders, if you're a little unclear with your timing, a lot of the times the followers will think that it's our fault. How many times have I apologized for a thing and then my leader says that they didn't quite make the decision until the last minute? Nailing the timing between all of these turns will help you with that decision-making process. Followers, this class is put together to work on following and to work on flow. Don't try to guess what it is. Don't try to do it right. Embrace the ignorance. Is it a triple step? Is it a step? Pick one. You'll discover by the end of the move if you and your leader were on the same page. Be slow, try to do the basic. It's the leader's job to persuade you to do something else. And if all that weren't enough, not only do we have to embrace a world of ignorance and to continue with the flow and to magically do steps or triple steps, even though we are not sure which one we're doing at the time that we do it, but we got to do it all without being a refrigerator on wheels in outer space. We have to be people with perspectives on what we're doing. We have to enjoy what it is and be a part of the moment in our personhood. Now, I know that can be super nebulous, but something that works for me is I want to think about my rhythm and the specific sounds that my rhythm's making. And I want to really enjoy that. And I also want to loosen my neck up a little bit. I want to sort of keep an eye on where I'm going. I feel like having that sense of focus and having that joy and rhythm is some of the first steps to looking like you're really yourself dancing in a moment of also being smooth and embracing the ignorance. Keep going, it'll get easier. I hope you had fun and learned a lot, and if you did, click like and subscribe and comment an algorithm. If you like the music, it's the Prumo Orchestra, and you can find a link to it in the description. And half of the money that I get from this YouTube channel goes towards organizations that support African diasporic artists and art to honor the founding I was so close. The founders of Lindy, and the best way to learn to dance is to dance.